What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we're gonna be playing some Attack on Titan Tactics Shingeki no Kyojin. So this is right now a Japanese exclusive game that will be getting a global launch soon. And yeah, in this video I'm gonna be going over kind of how the game works and how to reroll, who to reroll for, things of that nature. So this is the first thing as soon as you, so I already have my account, right? This is the first thing if you're playing fresh that'll pop up for you guys. If you guys don't know how to download the game, if you want to play right now on the Japanese version, and there's two ways, right? If you're on iPhone, you can simply make a Japanese iTunes account. There are a billion, tutorials, guides on how to do something like that online. If you're on Android, it's a little bit easier. All you have to do is download an app called Ku app, which is kind of like a secondary store, right? That has all the Japanese games on it. And you simply just download the game off of there. And then, yeah, once you downloaded it, that's, you could just jump in and play. The nice thing about Android is if you do plan on buying anything in terms of currency, if you do want to, spend some money on it, with Android, all you just buy it. Apple, you have to get gift cards and things like that. It's a little bit more annoying. But so far, this game has been extremely fun for me. When I saw it on trailers and the first impressions things, I thought the game was garbage. It looked it looked really bad in my opinion, and it did not look like something that I wanted to play until I actually sat down and played it. But if you guys want an idea of what the game is like, you're not sure if this is the type of game you want to play, and here. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, the OST is so good in here. But we'll run through the beginning part and kind of explain what's going on to give you guys an idea, and then on top of that, I'll give you a little bit of reroll information on how to reroll, who to reroll for, and kind of where you should be headed team-wise. So we beat the first mission. This is mission number 2. I think it makes us just do 3 or 4 missions before we end up hopping in. But before I hit OK, you can see here that I have 8 units on here. 7 of which are mine. 1 is a friend unit, so you bring 7 of your own, and then one friend unit. You have a leader skill, so if you guys have played Dokkan, One Piece, Treasure Cruise, anything like that that involves leader skills, that is, in here. Every single unit has a leader skill from what I know. And then if you are friends with a person, you also get their leader skill. So in this case, if you go back and double check, the Mikasa was not my friend. Mercenary just means a random, like a random person on your, if you're not a friend, you're a helper or whatever the hell you are. So that is what this Mikasa is. So I don't get her friend ability or leader ability until she's on my friends list. I have to start using these cannons more. The cannons seem very underpowered. Okay. Yeah, we get it. But in terms of how the game plays, you got your gauge on the bottom right, which is the cost of deploying units, similar to Clash Royale if you guys have played that game. And it's very, very straightforward, right? You have different types of units. You have your gauge that, generates over time. Elixir, mana, I don't know what they specifically call it in here. AP, I think. Okay, go. And, Connie costs 4, deploy them out. Simple as that. Connie's dying. Interesting thing about this game is if someone dies in the round, you cannot use them anymore. Like they're gone permanently for that round at least. SP. If you take a look around the numbers on every single character, you'll see that there's a blue circle that's being full somewhat. Mikasa's is full. That is everyone's special move. So everyone has, a special move in this game. It charges differently. Like some people get theirs faster, some people's takes more time. And yeah, you do a special move, you get out of there. Simple enough. In terms of, let's see, the game is pretty diverse in when it comes to deck building and things of that nature. Like you have the fact that there are leader skills in this game makes it so that it's not as brain dead, right? Where you just pick the most broken units because the leader skills are pretty impactful. Does it want me to actually play on my own now? Oh, okay. Also, so I guess I can also go over what the different types of units are in here. If you take a look at the bottom, we got two cannons. Cannons are very simply, they're just cannons. But you'll see that there's Armin, who has a purple icon, and everyone else has a red icon. People with red icons are fighters. They do not, when you deploy them, they stay for a while. And they keep fighting until they die or they kind of expire. So everyone loses HP at a certain rate. And even if you don't get hit by a Titan, you will eventually lose, like that character will, lose all their health and then they're gone until you put them down again. But if you get hit, you die faster. All the objectives as of right now are pretty straightforward. They're whether or not you can beat the mission in a certain amount of time. These are the gems that you get. Okay, rank 2. Can I summon yet? Let me summon, let me summon, let me summon. Skip, skip, skip. I just want to summon. Is it time to summon? It's time to summon. Okay. So you get into the game, and this is what we're going to be looking at for now, right? So this is the reroll part. You're in the game, you get to this part, you play your first 2-3 missions, whatever it is, you get to here. So what do you do now, right? Well, this is the tutorial summon, and these are all the people that you can get from the banner. 5 stars are the highest rarity in the game, and you can get them from the tutorial summon. Simple enough, you never want to get anything below 5 star when you're starting off the game. And then the nice thing about this game is that when it comes to rerolling, you never need to reset your account ever. We're going to skip just because, save time. But over here I get a 4 star, right? Maybe that's not so bad, whatever it is. The rates for a 5 star, I believe, are 2.5%. So it's pretty decent. It's not horrible. 2.5%, and then they're split up amongst all the 5 stars. Now, normally you could just hit OK and move on, but actually in this game, if you do not like your tutorial summon, you can simply just do it again. I guess we'll show the animation this time. So the number of Titans he kills, or who shows up on that screen, like if Annie shows up or someone else shows up, then that'll change the kind of like, how every game has some guaranteed SSR, guaranteed 5-star, 6-star animation, something like that. So you can just keep going infinitely in this game, right? Until you get, a 5-star that you like. And it doesn't take too long, just because of the fact that I can do this forever. So now, who do you want to go for, right? Who are... Oh! That was a 5-star. Jean. Okay. Okay, but, I should have just stuck with him. Okay. So, here we have Reinhardt, right? Reinhardt. This is one of the 4 5-stars. Reinhardt, Bertold, Jean, and Annie. Of the 4, the 2 you want to go for are Annie or Jean. Annie's leader skill is everyone, and the other thing in this game, there's like affiliation, there's tags. So everyone has some sort of tag. Most of the people in the beginning are all training corps, and then there are like garrison, there's survey corps, and things like that. But most of the people starting off are training corps, and both Jean and Annie's ability have to do with that. So Annie's is the rate at which your SP fills up, so that blue circle where I use like Mikasa special, that is increased by 50% with for everyone on your team with a tag training corps. And then Jean's is everyone with a tag training corps gets 40% more HP. And HP is very huge in this game because I mentioned it before, but HP is what determines how long your character stays out there. Not just because you get hit you can potentially get hit more. It's because even if you don't get hit, your HP depletes at a set rate. If you have more HP, that means your units will stay out longer, getting more value out of them. So in my opinion, Jean has the best leader skill of anyone in this banner. Annie, however, is a better unit when she is deployed because she is an AoE unit. So everyone so far that we've used hits one Titan at a time. Annie can hit multiple Titans at a time. So she swings once and it hits everyone in that area. Now the thing is, it's not that big of a deal if you don't get Annie, because there are other AoE units. You have Mikasa and Connie. Connie is given to you in the beginning of the game. Like, he is on everyone's team. He's a 3-star, and you can use him. Mikasa is a 4-star and a 5-star that is on the current banner right now. So she is also AoE. So that being said, I personally feel like Jean is the way to go. The other thing is, you cannot have two stacking. You cannot be friends. You can be friends with anyone you want in this game. But you cannot use a friend of a unit that's already on your team. So if I already have Annie on my team, I cannot use an Annie lead. And Annie is definitely more popular than anyone else right now. So personally, I think Jean is the way to go. But either one is perfectly fine. Both of them are amazing. Reinhardt and Bertolt are not as good. Bertolt is not horrible. But Reinhardt, as of right now, is the weakest of the 5-stars. So that's really it. We're just going to go forward, select this, and kind of, do whatever. Okay, so you picked your whoever. And, you know what? I think this is a good spot to end off the video. That's kind of how the re-rolling works. The other thing is, if you want to super re-roll, right? Like, you are dedicated to getting a good start. The other thing you can do is you re-roll for Annie or Jean, and then you go into the banner, and you as many summon as you can. Now, it's not as, like, you have to play the game a little bit. So you might have to play for, like 20-30 minutes, get a couple of summons worth, and then go do single summons on the banner, and try to get one of the 5-stars there, and then keep the account. So that would be, the super try-hard type of reroll that you could do. But otherwise, if you're just casually playing, you can just pick whoever you want. Getting one 5-star in the beginning is good enough, and it's just, simple going forward. Right? You don't need the other 5-stars to carry you that much, and the fact that you can pick, the friend units, it makes it really easy. For example, the best unit in the game right now is Levi, just because he does an insane amount of damage. So if you don't have Levi, you can just pick a friend Levi, and it'll work just fine. Because the leader skills are important, but they're not at the point where they're super meta defining yet. Where it's like, if you do not have a proper leader skill and you have a proper team to go around it. And right now, I just have a mismatch of units on my team that are powerful, and that's really it. But I think we'll leave it off here for now, and then pick it up next time with kind of a team building guide, or we'll just pick it up from here, right? Like, okay, you got your reroll, what do you do next? Type of video. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, consider leaving a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel if you want some more Attack on Titan content. This is not going to be my main game, but this is going to be a game that I will be covering on the channel. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.